start out anyways, so it's all good.
Y'all are good.
Alright, well,
Okay.
this is
the origins of CGC.
CGC, the origin story.
Let's go.
This is how it all started. Got some of the OGs,
Yeah.
the people who started it all.
Let's go.
4 of the 5.
It actually started before it started, technically.
Yeah.
Like a couple of years, I think like 2013, maybe 2014.
It's like time skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to my first tournament for Smash 4 ever. I was like, hey, how am I gonna set up? So I went to this tournament I kept hearing about on the weekend, and I get there, it's split between Product M and Smash 4, so I signed up for both. I was like, I'm pretty good at Product M. Actually, that was the summer after that. Okay, well that's another thing. But I thought it was good, because I beat all my friends, so like, basically with Ike and Product M, I was like, oh, I'm really good at this game.
Story of all of us.
I got super bopped in the Product M bracket, and then it ended up holding up the Smash 4 bracket for like a really long. But I actually met Joe, who hosts the Smash Camp tournaments on Fridays, and Thathy, who's basically like top 5 in Austin for forever, at that tournament. And that's when I first was like, oh, competitive Smash is a thing. And I kind of like was like a seed that was like embedded, and I kind of didn't go back for tournaments for a while because it took 10 hours, but that's a whole other thing. Flash forward to like a year and a half or so later, and living in Moore Hill, we're playing Smash a lot in the living room area, in like the first room you enter when you enter Moore Hill, and I played there for a long time. I kind of hosted like quasi tournaments, just like using the board brackets. Man, bro, I was doing the board brackets. It was so spooky. I didn't know what Challenge was. I had no idea what Challenge. I was like, oh, we just update the bracket and like look at the board.
Yeah.
So I did that for a while. I wasn't an RA. I was just doing it as a resident.
That's good.
And then the following year, I became an RA. And I finally had an opportunity to kind of put on events, but even then I wasn't quite putting tournaments on just yet. Around that same time, one of my coworkers was trying to get the Melee cohort going in Jester, so he put up flyers and like had a tournament, and I was like, oh yeah, cool. But like Melee though, and I played Melee a little bit, but there's a lot going on there. So I was trying to get something with Smash 4 going, and then started running into people who actually play Smash 4, and that's where it gets kind of foggy. But I do remember I was kind of roasting the Moore Hill guys, saying, oh, after I met you guys though.
Yeah, so we came into the scene, by we, I mean me, Han, and Edgar, and another guy named Nathan, who got eaten alive by school.
Yes.
But it happens. But we all met Waltz through the Facebook page, the Jester Friendlies Facebook page. That basically only anybody asked for Melee.
Mm-hmm.
So we somehow got together, played friendlies in a Fireplace Lounge, and it was just us 5 for probably the first half of the semester.
No, like we set up a group meet for that too.
Oh yeah.
The OG
Like when someone asks, be like, oh, can anyone play? And they're like, all right, I'll go.
Yeah, we had like a groupie for just Jester, and then yeah.
We had a lot of
And then
people
we, like, combined.
going into that, and then eventually like it died down, and just us 5 left.
Yes, that's cool.
And then Waltz organized the crew battle between originally
Moore
Jester and Moore Hill.
Yeah, and that would have been an easiest clap. No offense to Moore Hill at the time, but I knew we had him. I think they knew we had him too. So they're like, they canceled the day off. And Creekside for some reason was cooking up a crew.
Okay, yeah. So what happened was Josh, one of Creekside's RAs, he was like, okay, guys, we're gonna have a Smash 4 tournament because we had been doing like mini tournaments just between the dorm for like Amazon gift card prizes. And then he was like, all right, top 5 of this tournament gets to go play in a crew battle. And we're all like, oh, crew battle, that sounds cool. We didn't really know what that was, but we were like, it sounds interesting. And AB joined that semester, so he was kind of new, but his eyes lit up. Like when we mentioned crew battle, because he was like, "Yo, dude, that reminds me of like the days." At least that's what I remember. And then we're like, "Okay, so we're gonna go train and then send our Creekside people to Jester and potentially win, right?" And I remember I played against Lorenzo. He was one of the probably one of the best players that we had to offer.
Definitely.
That
Lole
UT
was his tag.
Yeah, Lole was his tag. I remember playing against him. absolutely bodied me that tournament. That was round 1. Okay, yeah, that was just rip in peace for.
Rock back then was rough.
Dude, yeah, honestly, like that matchup was just like.
You grabbed me like, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
Why am I dying?
You have to do with gyro, laser, air.
Grab.
Yeah, honestly. Dude,
Grab combos.
and Loli was just so good at that time because it was just like no one played the character really, and we just didn't have any experience just with people of that caliber.
Yeah.
And AB was like our like best defense at beating Loli, I guess. Like he didn't even live at Creekside at the time. He was a Durham resident, but he would come over because he met AB through another Facebook page, and they started like hanging out and essentially just became friends through Facebook.
Being good as much.
And being good at that. Yeah, I remember in winner's side of that Creekside bracket, Lole beat AB, but because he wasn't a Creekside resident, he wasn't able to like move on past like 4th. So he was just essentially eliminated right there. And so AB ended up winning the whole thing. And then I think it was AB, Tony got second. Tony was this Wii Fit player, and he was like one of those DS players, and he was he was actually really good, but he was just like whenever anyone was like, hey, you're really good at this game, he was just like, nah, I just play this game casually, and like I was like, all right, but like you're beating all of us.
Sounds like me.
It was just one of those people that was like, you just play a bunch of For Glory, and then just have a bunch of For Glory habits, but.
I actually forgot about Han's 3DS
Yo.
phase.
Oh yeah. I started
That's,
playing using a 3DS, and then I broke it because I was dash dashing too much. And so I was like, I should probably transition to GameCube, and then I ended up doing
Oh
that.
my god.
Let's go on.
Han in the beginning, the 3DS Warrior.
I think didn't you win like a few different like San Japan 3DS tournaments?
Yeah, I won both of them.
Let's go on.
Han
3DS.
So we get to the crew battle.
Yeah.
Nathan, one of the
Oh god.
Nathan gets absolutely bodied by Lily.
Yeah, what was happening was I remember being in the little like huddle for Creekside. I wasn't a player, but that was my first like foray into coaching. So yeah, I remember Josh brought a clipboard, and then when he went to play, he handed me the clipboard. I was like, at that moment, I knew that's what I wanted to do.
But what were the teams?
Okay, yeah. So let's go over the Creekside team, and then I can tell you all or you guys can say the Jester team.
It was just.
So I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it was for Creekside. We had Lorenzo, Tony, the Wii Fit player, Wes. He was a Lucario player at the time. Also played a little bit Fox. Josh, who was a really good PM player, but Smash 4, all right.
Yikes.
Yeah. And last one was AB. Some of y'all may know him as 915, the guy from El Paso.
There it is.
Yep. And yeah.
And that gesture was just with us four and then
And Nathan.
right? We're all here. What the heck?
Almost everyone.
Unfortunately for Creekside, like I can't find more than half of those members. Like Wes disappeared because of just life got in the way, and then Tony, I don't know what happened to him. Like no one had like any contact with him, so he just disappeared. AB's still in contact with us, so that's good. Josh graduated, so he's just doing other things, and then Lole transferred. We're still in contact. That's good, but I miss that
Probably
guy.
every once in a while.
Yeah.
Avoid that.
Still sends me memes.
So
C tier.
Lole's let's go.
So in the end, the crew battle really close. It was me versus AB.
Y'all got body.
Aw, hey.
It was like it was last hit,
It was-
last stock,
it was last
and I
stock.
started with 2 stocks compared to AB's 3.
And he got arrested and didn't die.
Yeah.
That's a main problem.
That's on all.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So-
Too.
Yeah, rested at 43
Yeah.
when Corn dies at 45.
Oh.
Yo, but AB.
Maybe he's like, oh,
Yeah. Dude, I remember. Dude, his Switch is still lol AB core.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But after that, that's kind of like where we first actually got. We had the group meet, and we added a lot of the creek side to it.
Yeah, it's like we had the Jester group me, and then we transitioned to the
Yeah, we
ET.
did like a kind of like an unofficial
Like joint
start
group meet?
Yeah.
to like a group.
Yeah, because everyone was like really interested in like just making this like a thing.
Getting together just to have other guys to play.
Yeah, honestly, like I don't give Wes enough credit, like because he was like really
like pushing it.
Yeah, he
he's
started-
really
Wes made
enthusiastic about
Yeah.
like getting it started. Like I was like, hey, we should like like form a group. He's like, yeah, and like he's like already like on it and doing
Yeah,
it.
remember he like posted those rules?
Yeah.
And then a bunch of Creekside people joined, and then they just spammed memes for like a solid like hour.
We literally made it a completely new group me.
Yeah.
And Wes,
Wes got mad.
yeah, Wes made a separate group me with like me, Waltz, Edgar, and
Talent.
yeah. And the name of the group me was literally "Sorry guys."
Oh yeah. No, I remember after that happened, Wes posted on his Twitter, it's like things I've learned in 2016 or 2017 or whatever. It's like you can't trust anyone. Because it was like right after the new right after like the new like semester started or something like that. It was just like, oh no.
Yeah, that was
our first bonding experience with
Yeah.
AB because we all went out to Kirby Lane. And AB was like, add me to the group chat, and we add him, and he just starts posting a bunch of memes. He was the first person to post something, and then it just got really like progressively worse.
Do you remember the Church of Weed?
Yeah. I remember.
Oh my god.
Oh, let's-
Okay, so that's a little bit further on that we can touch on.
But I think immediately after when the group me kind of flopped, did we go to Facebook right away?
No, we made another group me.
Yeah, I think there was just another groupie, and they were like a lot more
Yeah,
careful on.
we just didn't take
Yeah.
the same Creekside people that were spamming names.
Oof.
AB somehow slept back in. But
I mean, I will hope so.
so we have this other group me where it's just general chat, everybody free for all. Hey, who wants to play along with whatever conversation is going on at the time?
Mhm.
So that's how we got together, played, and somehow we organized our first tournament. Jerry Saga.
Saga.
Was really the first one?
Jerry Saga was the
Our
first
first
tournament.
official
Was that the one?
And it was also our biggest.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
no.
Well, not anymore,
Not-
but
It was
our biggest.
for a while.
So
The biggest one was
Jerry,
4-1.
Was
Yeah,
that?
I don't think
Was
big
that,
match
was that in
was-
spring or in fall?
It was in.
It had to be in.
It had to be spring.
the spring.
So like the spring.
It was-
No, it was in.
Jerry Saga. Then we had the group meet. So we got to the point where we were organizing the group meet with multiple different groupies.
Yeah.
We had just the general lounge. We had where the smash at,
Yeah.
which was only like, hey, let's get together, guys. We had
We had the crew battle
the
crew,
crew battle cruise.
which was for CSO.
CSO.
But that was a little bit later.
Yes. So, and then we had the first like attempt at organizing stuff with the UT Smash 4 logistics group meet.
Yeah.
So
Which is what we were calling logistics way back then. Like, what's wrong with this?
I mean, we call it logistics now because of that.
yeah.
Probably.
So
I didn't know.
yeah, the West made that one. So that's how we organized all of our events. We just had a whole bunch of events that Jester Broken Limit
Yeah.
originated there, Mushroom Kingdom Mayhem,
Yeah. Just your spooky Smash.
Jester Spooky Smash,
Spooky.
Triforce Trials.
Yeah.
Jester Spooky
I remember-
Smash
I remember-
is the first tournament on our YouTube channel, right?
Yeah,
I think it's.
I remember going to those tournaments as just like a member
Yeah.
because I wasn't even part of the admin crew back then. But it was just so cool, like actually going to Smash tournaments, and, like, getting bonded.
And back then, we made a different logo and different poster for every single event.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
And we were streaming too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were streaming too.
Oh my god.
We had like zero equipment. Just
I don't know how
what mic
I
did
did
we
it.
have? No, Wes had a mic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wes had
But
a
Wes
big-
had a really bad USB
Yes.
mic. And like one time it was raining, so he would bring it in like a big like plastic
Oh,
box.
yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
But and then eventually we get to a year one of CSL.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2017 CSL. It was October. I remember that.
We were so.
We were so
So-
unprepared.
So that started because I was doing stuff with OG and they told me that we could do CSL. And I was like, I can get some people together.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I remember.
I can assemble it.
I remember. Let's go swing.
So I just remembered from checking the group meet because AV says like he found out somehow and he says, do you know anything about the Smash team for UT?
Oh.
And like I was like, I don't know, I can ask. So I go and ask Vic and he's like, yeah, you can make a team if you want. And I was like, okay, I'm making a team. And
Yeah.
then we held tryouts
The round robin.
Oh my gosh, dude, those try. I remember
with
being
Manny
there.
7.
I remember.
Oh.
I remember. And Ipe entered that one too. Like, and Nathan, he actually placed higher than Han, but Nathan couldn't go that day, and he still did the tryouts, and so we brought Han instead.
And remember
There's
the tie between was it Walter and Han?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Tiebreaker!
So
we had a tiebreaker
It
between.
was like the
Walter
best of 5 or something.
Han.
And it was like being it was like 2-2.
That was the most bizarre
That was so weird.
tiebreaker I've ever done. Like, cause we had the tiebreaker happened at an LG meeting.
It was our it was our first one, wasn't it?
The
first-
tiebreaker?
No, the first time we went to LG.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I was trying to find a room for us to do the tiebreaker in, and Vic was like, "You can just do it at our meeting. Would that be cool?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So we take all our stuff, we set it up so that the players are outside the room, and it's being projected to the screen,
Yep.
and we have in-house commentary.
Yeah.
It was so good. The mics were so bad.
The mics are bad, but it was so good.
It was actually incredibly high.
Yeah.
It was like we were neck and neck the entire time. It was like, we were playing.
I was like,
You still playing Marth?
no, it was Mega Man. It was like Mario Mega
Oh my
Man.
gosh.
She had like the metal plate thrown to Forder, and I hear like 10 seconds later.
No, it was like it was really intense. We went to game 5 with like every single game was like last hit, last song. Everyone was like,
They
oh.
alternated like every single stuff.
Yeah, it was incredible. And then I was like, what? It was so intense. And I was like, just. And then we both went anyways. It was like, look at all that. We were so stressed out. But I think it was still good though, because
It was. Well, that's where we got a lot of our first exposure to LG, where we were able to be in their events in the future, the LANs, and that really helped us kind of get a little bit more exposure. People knew we existed,
sure.
and so we had a couple more tournaments. We started attending the LG LANs.
Do you want to talk a little bit more about CSL?
Yeah. So eventually, we get to CSL time. We took one team, right?
Oh no,
It was only one team.
But
Just
me and
one
Edgar.
team.
Yeah, one team, and then
Two
And then 2 coaches. 2
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a coach and a
coordinator.
manager.
Yeah, coordinator. Yeah.
Coordinator.
Yeah,
AB and Lorenzo
Drove us.
drove,
yeah.
and then
We had the Walter TVs in the
Walter
back.
TVs. AB and Lorenzo ended up getting sick that day because it was
Well, it wasn't so
like-
far that they were sick. It was just that they were so
Just
tired.
tired.
We
Yeah.
left at. I think they woke up at like 4 or 5 in the
Yeah.
morning,
Oh.
and we left at 6.
Yeah.
It was super early because we needed to be in Dallas by like before 11 because check-in was at like
Yeah.
11, and then after that we're eating all the way up to Dallas. That was crazy. Yeah.
Freaking 4 hours.
I'm surprised
Yeah,
you woke up
Thanksgiving
for
exchange.
that. All of us?
Dude, that was that was not coordinated at all. Like no one had each other's phone numbers or
No.
anything like that.
It was all
so we could,
weird.
yeah, it was just like
In the
okay,
Cook Mountain
post a
movie.
message when people are here, and then AB posted. I think Talon messaged me. He's like, "Hey, we're outside Creekside." I was like, "Oh, gotta wake up." I remember I had like a cold brew coffee. I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna chug this so I don't fall asleep."
That whole ride, it was just talent blasting some stupid.
I like that.
Yeah, it's raining tacos.
I literally played the
Duck
Duck
Sauce.
once. The Duck Sauce was good. So we get to CSL.
Oh.
Needless to say, it went bad.
We got O2.
Yeah, we
did
did.
It was actually double win.
That was
Like
good.
the.
No excuses.
So CSL 02.
Hmm.
We're sad boys driving back home.
It was
We're
pretty
like, yo.
unfortunate.
I remember at CSL, like I was like napping on the couch
Yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah.
Walter like, big fell asleep.
and then I remember I was bopping people in friendlies as Mark.
Oh my god. Walter like came up to me, he was like, "Yeah, I don't really need to play Mega Man." I was playing all these guys with my Marth, and then Mega Man's better than my Marth. I was like, oh, instantly like it's gonna be so easy. We play the same people. Walter's Mega Man.
No, see that was in the awkward transition period where like my Marth and Mega Man were like kind of like
Neck and neck.
I wasn't sure who was better yet.
Yeah.
And it was like Marth was the comfort pick, and Mega Man was like the hope I wanted to like be playing this character. And it was just like I didn't want to play like there's no Mega Man, so like if I have to play him in friendly, so I felt like it doesn't give too much information away. So, but like I felt like we were definitely all out of it at CSL.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's just so tired.
Yeah.
It went on until pretty late. Yeah, actually, Han performed the best in like both of the group.
I just managed to like take the first 3 stocks. Like
Yeah,
like I was
it
the
was
starter.
three. It was 3. Sometimes you take 4, and I was like, I think look when
I had to go against the Bayo the first time, and then like I managed to kill her with the ladder combo. Like we all popped out because like she wasn't supposed to die. I was like, all right.
Maybe it was just DI or something.
Yeah.
No one played Mario.
And then I went against the Peach, and I just like managed to have to get rid of her because she was gonna be annoying.
Imagine having 2 Marios on our team.
Imagine having 2 Marios. I was like, man, okay, we have matchup experience.
Yeah.
This is 2 Marios.
We lost to UT Arlington's Mario.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
the last
so
guy was Mario.
disappointing.
We
Yeah.
set out Lole was our
Yeah,
last
no,
guy.
Lole kept insisting that Mario was like really, really bad for him and he didn't like Mario's, but he would always beat Talon.
Yes.
And so we were all like, oh, okay, I think this should be okay. And I think we had like 4 stocks to his 3, like 4 stocks on UT, 3 stocks on UT Arlington. He took out the last stock and then he took all of Lole's stocks without I think he lost like 1.
Yeah.
And it was pretty rough, honestly.
Oh yeah, it was like Lorenzo. I think he was trying to like recover, and he just got stage spiked by Mario beat.
I think I remember not being able to take any of his stocks with one of mine.
Yeah.
It's like, I had 1 and he had 3, and Alola was after me. And he was like camping Battlefield, the side platform, with Fireball, and I was like,
What do you do?
and like, always hindsight, right?
Yeah.
Just like, you don't really have to do anything, you have limited time. But I was like, I gotta go like hit him or something, and then he's like reciting Mario combos on Battlefield.
Let's go.
Oh,
Why
I
don't
was
you
like,
take him to bed?
it counterpicked me, he can't miss.
Oh, you're right.
So like, so then like, I like basically tried to approach, and then he's like got Mario combos, and then
Dang.
like laddered me.
That's
it. But then yeah, that was CSL.
CSL year 1.
Bye.
it was
O
rough.
to UT.
Yeah, it was rough. But
That was our origin
It did start, yeah, it started to be more serious, I think, after that point.
Yeah, so we came back, we had some newfound knowledge about how
The
good
world
and or bad we were. And,
Ran some more tournaments, and then summer comes around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, dude, the summer, that was like
That was
the
like the
big,
grind.
that was a big like training arc for
Yeah.
like you guys especially. I remember going to Heatwave, right?
Yeah.
In where was it? Like just North Austin?
It was in the
Like Play
mall.
Life,
Yeah,
Play
Play
Life.
Life,
Cedar Park,
Lakeline
yeah.
Mall. Yeah, we would go there, and these guys would just pop off like every tournament, basically.
Ian would like mine.
Ian would show up sometimes.
every once in a while. He'd like nearly almost like either win or nearly win. He'd be like, I'm like, yeah, just come next to me. He's like, I don't know. I'm like, it's summer. Like, wait, like,
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm taking like 2 classes. They're like, okay, Ian, it's still the summer.
I'll front you the money that I'll feel bad. I'm like, you can pay me back when you win stuff. Like, he always give me like the weirdest like reasons. I'm like,
It's like I feel I do worse
Yeah.
when other people give me money. I'm like, Ian, that's not an excuse. That's just a job.
I heard one time I made him money match for his entry. I gave him like I said I'll sponsor your money matches,
Yeah.
but you have to like use that money that you made for entry and then you pay me back.
Yeah.
And like within like 45 minutes, he had enough for like entry. Like, oh, I guess I'm gonna enter. I'm like, this is annoying as hell because he was good. He just would like play like consistently. I'm like,
For the longest time, Ian was the hidden boss.
Yeah, because we had all of our
He
tournaments
showed up to
on
the
Saturdays.
CSL tryouts.
yeah, he
He
did.
beat everyone. It just was like, oh, I
You
can't
couldn't go
go.
to
It was
CSL.
Saturday.
Yeah,
So,
that's a
so and then after that summer, we do a couple more tournaments, and then we make the switch to Discord.
Mm.
yeah. That was actually a good switch though.
Yeah. So we got everything a lot more organized.
Remember how we transitioned? It was just
It was like-
it was literally
it was a
talent spamming the Discord link in
Yeah.
the group meet
And
like
it was like, hey, what's
hundreds
the
of
link again?
times.
And it's because like people wouldn't realize, they wouldn't click it, and
He
they're
was-
like, is anyone playing? He's like, we're on Discord.
Discord.
So what's Discord link?
No, it was just like
Link.
it was like to use GroupMe before we switched. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It was just like
But we needed to organize stuff.
yeah, that's fair.
And once we switched over to Discord too, that's when we were like, hey, we've got a fair amount of people here. We could become an official student org.
Yeah.
Yo.
And we had the Lole saga.
Oh,
I'm trying to
We
make
had
that.
more saga.
No, not like the real saga.
We almost had Lole
The
Saga.
Lole format tried to make us an org saga.
Oh.
Poor Lole.
I want to hear backstory. I want to hear the deets. Like competitive gaming club. I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty good. Like, oh, what's your mission? I'm like, oh.
I didn't think I'd get this one.
Well, I remember that because we were driving to Heatwave later that day.
Yeah.
Because you did that. You were telling me. I was like, all right, Walter, you got this.
I was just like putting like I was like, oh yeah, we're here to promote students who like to compete in games, help them strike a balance between competing and being students, and help them potentially make careers, out of esports, whatever. And they're like, oh wow, that's really nice. But they had us all pitch our org at the meeting that we're forming the org. So I was like, oof, I did not think we were gonna be like talking about this like right now. So I was like, yeah, we're here to help people who are in need for help. I'm like, oh crap, we're just here for games. It's so bad. Like people who have financial needs, I'm like, we like compete and stuff.
We're just trying to play games.
Yeah, literally. That's all we wanted.
Yeah.
and after we became an org, we had like a kind of a, it was out during the summer.
Yeah.
And then once the semester hit, I got flooded with emails about like, oh, advertise your org and like come like do tabling and stuff. I was like, and I was like,
Didn't you have like some tabling?
We did.
It was at the stadium.
Yeah,
I did too.
me, Waltz, and
They advertised it as if it was a club for everything. So we got a ton of members that are like, hey, do you guys play League of Legends?
no!
Oh, God.
I play CSGO.
It was so different. Everyone was like, Walter, what? What's happening? Why is this happening?
Yeah, because I remember like being in West Campus and my phone would just like ring and it was just like a new member, and then like I had just become an admin and I just learned how to like flare people, and I was just like, why are there so many people?
So that was before we had the bot that
Yeah, we do
So
it
I was like
manually.
manually going in
I
every
felt so
time. I was
bad.
like, there's 100 people here, Walter. What is this?
What do we do?
Yeah, it was actually crazy. So we set up in the stadium for the tabling thing.
Yeah.
We had we had a table, we had a TV, we had Smash, we had some controllers, and it was like me, Talon, and was Emperor there?
he showed up.
I think he showed up.
Yeah, he did show
And
up.
Was Ian one of them?
No.
No, if Ian was there, everyone would play with us.
I think it was
No,
just
'cause
me and you.
Ian came over later that day, I think, or while you guys were tabling. He was
But-
at my place.
But tabling, we got a lot of people that we've never heard from again. But we also got a
We got
fair
some,
amount
yeah.
of good people. Like, we got a good amount of some of our current admins from the tabling. We've got a lot of our really active members from tabling there for
Okay.
Smash 4. We advertised that we had like Street Fighter, and
We
No,
did.
okay, no, so, okay. Let me put it the way I put it to them that day. I said, for whatever reason, I was like on like a
Walter was-
weird mood, of, like get everybody. Cause like the email got me hyped up. Get all the members and reach out to the UT student body. I was like, all right, we're catching them all like Pokemon. And I was like, so I got there and I had printed out like the QR code for the invite link and it had like a little Discord symbol on it. I still use it to this day on my phone to add people.
Yeah.
But I had it on the table and then we had like Smash going. People would come up and like I'd be like, hey, what's up? We're on Competitive Game Club. What games do you play? Like, cause they'd be like, oh, Smash. You guys, like, oh, you play Smash? Like, no, I play Rocket League. I'm like, oh, Rocket League is cool. You should join our club.
Why?
And then they're like, you guys do Rocket League? I'm like, well, if there's like right now, we do Smash because that's what everyone's interested in. But if enough people are interested in Rocket League, then like we do Rocket League too. I was like, I was like in a weird.
Walter was just like,
He went into this without any plan about how we were
Yep.
actually gonna do it
Yep.
after.
I was just like,
And without telling us.
yeah.
Oh.
No, because I think we found out the day of.
We found out when like there was 100 members.
It was like, why is there
I was
such a
like,
Rocket
why
League
is
fans
everyone
here?
joining right now?
Okay, and literally, I kind of like not really forgotten, but I like kind of brushed it aside. So I signed up for it, and then I was busy now. They like, oh, you're the table thing type of day. I was like, oh no, we'd be late. I show up. I didn't want to like, hey, like you guys. So by the way, right now we're having a thing.
that's exactly what happened. Though.
Yeah, it did happen. And then I eventually did that because I was like, I might as well just tell people and they might show up. Who knows?
Wait, was Fawad?
No.
Fawad was here before
I
that.
honestly, I couldn't tell you like. Besides Emperor, I don't remember like really anybody else. That
No, because I thought Lalo joined from that, but he
Yeah.
didn't. Apparently, he didn't. He said that he just found out from like it being in Jester.
Like there were like
Yeah.
50, there were like hundreds of people that like were like.
Emperor didn't join through that.
He did.
No, because I had to.
He was there. Though.
He was there.
He was there.
He was there because he was asking.
I think he said he would join later.
I think Lalo
I
joined.
added him because he was asking in the Texas Smash Discord.
Yikes.
He was like, I'm going to UT. Does anyone play there? And I was like, well, we have a.
Was that the
Discord.
Austin Smash 4 Facebook?
Huh?
No,
No,
Discord.
on the
Discord.
Discord, the
Ah.
Texas Discord.
The melee.
Man,
But
Yeah, so we did a tabling thing and we got kind of weird for a while and like we tried to like
we tried to accommodate it.
kind of and then
It didn't work out.
It didn't really work out because we don't
do other
all
games. I think we
that
just pass everyone else off to
to
LG.
LG. We started like just like, hey, we do Smash mostly. Check out LG.
Yeah.
And like
It worked.
it did work. They all left. So.
I mean,
Most of them.
occasionally people talk about stuff in off topic, but it's mainly like our members that also
Yeah.
play other games.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but
So like we went back to being primarily Smash.
yeah.
And then we cleaned up a lot on our stream, a lot of our quality. We got a lot of crucial members who really helped extend the capabilities of what we could do. So,
Basically, this fall semester.
Let's go, Zoe.
Zelly on the air.
Like the viewers at home.
And we started doing, what is it, what weekly?
Weekly tournament.
Yeah,
We
we
did
started
do
doing weeklies on Thursdays.
On Thursdays. which
Yeah.
was a nightmare.
Why Thursdays?
Well, that wasn't necessarily a night.
It was the best day for.
Yeah, no, that's, yeah, we asked all the admins. I
Yeah.
think that Walter's like reasoning was that like you get through all of your work on Wednesday or something
Yeah,
like that. And then you go to a tournament on Thursday because you're basically done.
The main reason was so
All the end.
we had all our monthlies on Saturdays.
Yes.
Right, and Ian couldn't go to any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we wanted him to play because he was really good.
Mhm.
So we're like, well, we have to do it on any other day,
Yeah.
right? And at that point, I had class like every single day except Thursday.
Ah.
It was the day the admins were free.
Yeah, it worked out.
I mean, yeah, honestly.
Like,
It
it's
worked out
your
for a while.
convenience.
We didn't have that many like people show up because Smash 4 was dying at that time,
Yeah.
basically. But
Oh,
we
my
still
support.
had like a solid like 20 to 30 people that
Yeah.
would show up.
They were
which-
good tournaments.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are nice. Yeah.
But that's fine.
And our monthlies are always like slightly bigger.
Yeah.
It was all free.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything was free. I think was that the year? What did we do for like All Star that year? Do you
We just like.
We did donations for prizes.
Yeah.
Was that the?
Oh, yeah, that was the year we did donations for
That was
prizes. Oh, yeah.
last year.
We had literally no money.
Yeah.
And we just,
We just posted, and everyone who put in some money became an admin.
yeah.
It's
Oh wait.
like, essentially.
Not everybody.
Oh yeah, no, but like almost everyone.
Wait, that was the first round of admins, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
That was interesting. We had a lot of people
Yeah,
that
it,
became in.
it was cool.
It helped out a lot.
Yeah, because we didn't really have like anything for prizes. Everything was out of pocket, and like we were, I guess we'll just like buy prizes. When people actually donated, I was like,
Okay.
weird.
I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I remember going to Five Below, and we saw all these cool things, and we were like, this would be. We did this yesterday, but like again. But yeah, we saw a bunch of cool things, and we were like, okay, add to cart, add to cart. And then-
It was
Yeah.
fun.
And then we finally settled down. We're like, okay, we're gonna keep our same monthly and the same weekly. So SD Sunday was born.
Yeah.
Mushroom Kingdom Mayhem
That was
was
sort of
brought back.
That's
For
pretty
winters,
strict.
actually. We were talking about that. We were just like, what do we do
Yeah.
if we don't want to have like Thursday tournaments again?
Mm.
Because my schedule kind of sucked for
Yeah.
Thursdays. So I was like, all right. UTD does Sunday tournaments. They do Comic Clash on Sundays. So
Yeah.
why don't we just do that?
Like honestly, there was like a kind of a pivotal moment over the break when I was driving to Dallas.
Yeah, it was Dallas. You're coming out to Dallas because someone invited you over.
Oh yeah, I was going to Dallas to see some friends. I was like, you know what? I can't really drive and not like do something because. So I was like, all right, let's have like an officer meeting over Discord while I'm driving to
It
Dallas.
was like us and like some other people.
Yeah, and we just like talked about we just
Talked about the
laid everything out like for like an hour. Just like, okay, how's this gonna work? How's that gonna work? Membership fee? Are we charging for monthlies? Not weeklies though. It's kind of too soon. And we were like talking about hashing everything out
Yeah.
and how everything was gonna go inside of Sunday tournaments and all the other good stuff.
I remember I was at home playing Smash Bros. While this meeting's going on.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there with my mic muted, just listening.
We were playing Ultimate War.
That's kind of
Yeah.
Ultimate came
Yeah,
out
I
this
was,
summer.
I was playing Ultimate.
It was over winter break.
Listening
Yeah.
to this,
Yeah, so-
and then we were doing like prize things. Like I remember I woke up one day, I was like, I really want to do the prizing structure for this tournament. And I just did it. I was like,
I got Fawad to join the Discord call, and I was like, you're gonna take notes. That's all you're doing today. Don't worry about it. He's like, okay. And then he just gets out his like notepad and just like
takes the
takes notes of everything. And
It
at
was
the
so
end, he's
good.
like, I missed a thing. Can you like talk about it again? I was like, okay.
Dude, Fawad's so great.
Yeah,
Fawad.
amazing.
Yeah. Dang.
And then, I mean, we're doing SD Sunday, we're doing Mushroom Kingdom Mayhem, and then we're here.
So much stuff happened.
I mean, we gotta talk about CSL.
No, I don't.
I mean, we
the,
can't.
the
I mean,
potential run back.
Okay, we should talk about the second
CS.
CSL.
This
CSL year two.
CSL and
CSL.
potentially
We
US.
brought two teams.
CSL year 2, yeah, we did bring 2 teams.
Yeah, because the freshmen really wanted to come. I think that's what it was, and also the fact that if we can bring 2 teams, we might as well.
Yeah.
It was like, I think it was good because they get to experience that defeat that we experienced.
Yeah.
The crush.
They literally are following in our footsteps.
Yeah.
Because they went, like, instead of like 0-2, they went 0-1.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
but then it's like at their next tournament, they
I
went
thought that-
2-2,
that's
just like
worse.
seeded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I think it was good because defeat is important. Like losing helps like a lot, especially when it's a cruise because it hurts a lot more when you lose in like other people are counting on you, and it's like, oh, I went 0-2, guys, but like we went 0-2, and I could have like.
Yeah.
And
And it's a lot more
Yeah.
when not only did you go down, but 4 other people went down too.
Yeah.
It
Honestly,
hits differently.
Everyone's feeling really bad for like Ian doing everything he could to come that
Yeah.
Saturday.
Oh,
It was
God.
on a Saturday. Imagine Ian actually showing up to
I
something
mean,
on a Saturday.
Ian wasn't there. Mom, Dad,
Not on
he
CSL.
was doing research, like he said.
Oh yeah, you're right. Ian was big doing a research presentation.
Yeah, but he was like he's there in spirit. 'Cause
Yeah,
matchup
that's what it was.
So CSL 2, we get kind of messed over by
single. And
Single
Yeah,
elimination.
we
The
get
day
fined
of.
of that morning.
when
that
we were already there.
the lady that was organizing it just said like, oh, since there's so many teams that signed up, I have the right to change it to single
Single
elimination. And I was like,
Ooh.
you can have the right to do it, but like why?
Alright, we got it.
Okay.
And what the crushing defeat?
And then the spark of hope with UIW.
Oh yeah.
We gotta talk about B team
Oh, I see it. I mean, well, they were us, right?
I mean, yeah, they did lose. They won 1-1.
Yeah.
But
And then like
what did you think since you played?
All that. When I actually played this time.
For
on B
CSL.
team, right?
Yeah, on B team.
I don't know. It's like there's a bunch of things that they could have. It's like we could have done, but didn't have. It's like wasn't just like the best. Didn't have the best mindset. I think. I was like, there's some people who are trying out some other things. I think it was like I was the last guy at the anchor, and I had to like. It was like they're all counting me to take down like 8 stocks. I only took down 3 because I got like a stage count I picked or something. But then again, I also got robbed because I tried to intercept an incident wars recovery midway, and I got stage sniped because of it.
Dang.
But oh well. It was like I tried my best because like it's like they had 3 guys left. I quickly got rid of the 3rd guy, but I was like I just couldn't take care of the 2nd guy because like I just forgot.
That's
But yeah, it was like I think they just the rest of the B team they tried. I think they felt really bad about this.
I mean, yeah, and especially like leaving you with 8 stocks, it's like.
I think not trying to be cocky, but I think I could have taken it.
Classic, that's classic. That's
like, yeah, I can't beat this guy.
Like, you know, honestly.
It's like I took care of the first guys. I can take care of the other 2.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But then UIW, the invitation.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think it was like maybe like a month or so. Wait, no,
It was a
when-
couple
when,
weeks.
when we got the invitation.
It was only like a couple weeks.
No, well, you guys.
When did you get it?
I got it like a few days before.
Yeah, but that was before the prizes were announced, right?
It was 11 p.m. and I'm just sitting there and I get.
It was like
message
after the
from-
Smash Fest
Yeah.
when you sent it to us.
Yeah.
I was like, I got a notification from Snowy that was like, hey, there's a Texas invitation. You're invited. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And I open it. I read it.
I thought you couldn't open it or something.
No, I opened it.
Yeah.
I read it, and then after that, I shared it with you eventually.
Mm.
But
Eventually.
that was before the prizes were announced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was before everything. I didn't even know what it was actually gonna be.
And then like there was a Discord link,
Yeah.
and so I joined the Discord. I think I was like the first person from UT to join that, and then there's welcome, tell like where are you from, and I told them from UT, and then I think everyone else started joining in. There were a bunch of people in that.
And then I jumped out. 'cause I didn't want to-
Yeah, it's like and then the prizes got announced, right?
Yeah.
We were already planning on going,
Yeah, we were
just to redeem ourselves from
Yeah.
CSL.
Yeah, we were planning on after losing at CSL. We were really me and Walter. I remember we were trying to go to another CSL Invitational in
Yep.
Louisiana.
Oh yeah.
Walter was trying to scrape together the money, the $2,000 it would cost for flights.
Over spring break.
Yeah, over
Oh my
spring.
God.
So Walter was like, all right, I think if I go to every single tournament between now and there, I can just get enough money and we can just fly there. I was like, Walter,
Oh jeez.
We ended up going to UIW instead.
Yeah, it's like I heard the prizes. It was like, all right, we got it.
Well, yeah. Once we saw the prizes, I was just shocked. I was like, really? There's no way. And I remember Han posting something like, now we have.
It was like now we got to win this.
Yeah. And then
It's like we actually had like serious grind fest over at Aqua's.
Oh,
and
place.
yeah.
We actually started practicing. Man.
y'all practice. You practice pretty hard actually. And then Ian couldn't go, so we had Ian
He's
do
like, fuck.
like image
Like,
training with other
Yeah.
characters. He's like, okay, guys.
Honestly, that was really helpful.
Yeah.
It was.
You were like, just play Greninja.
Yeah, I said, please, I want your Greninja. And guess what?
like,
Yeah,
Super ninjas in one freaking team.
Yeah, it's like-
he's like, no, there's no super ninjas outside of me. I'm like,
Yikes.
okay.
I will hope
so
so.
it's like the trip there to UIW was a lot better compared to like
Oh,
the
yeah.
CSO.
Very much
Yeah.
so.
It was like an hour.
Yeah, it was like
We had such a good time.
it was
over there,
pretty
too.
fast too. Like we got there, we had some nice tacos.
Oh, Zillion's
Yo,
dad.
that's awesome.
Shout out to Zillion's dad, please. We'll clip this. We'll send it to you. We love you.
Yeah.
You're always welcome.
Thank you for the tacos.
And also thank you for letting me and AB stay over that night. That way we didn't have to drive back.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I was trying to big dip. I was like,
yeah.
It's like,
I heard Walter
But we
was
gotta
like,
talk about
shit.
what happened.
At UIW.
oh my
What
god.
happened?
So-
I don't
So it was
remember.
actually double limb.
Yeah, they said that was one of the first questions I asked. Like I asked like twice. I was like, "Is it gonna be double them, or are you gonna like get us like CSL
Yeah.
did?"
And then-
And Snowy responded to me, and she was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be double." And I was like, "Yes." And like I think like 2 or 3 people asked that same question, just to
Clarify.
like yeah, because they
Just to make sure.
A lot of teams got like really shafted by the female limb at TSL.
So they
honestly
just
like,
redeemed.
no one was happy about
Bro,
it.
I remember like Anker, Edgar talking about like they post screenshots from the UIW Discord
Yeah.
about like how people from UTR team like want to run back against us in the
Yeah,
CSL.
they're
Did they
saying-
get it?
No.
I mean,
We didn't even
they,
see
no,
them play.
they didn't get to play us because they lost to Houston. But I mean, I think we're chill with them. Sully was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I think just like some friendly.
No, what else was it? I remember that the community colleges, the San Antonio community colleges,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were trying
We
to,
get some- we
they were
just
trying
got
to
shown.
get 3 out of the top the PR of San Antonio on one team because they were all within the same like district
Yeah.
of like community colleges, and so they're arguing that it was like one school, even though that each one of those schools could potentially like
Put up a
pass
team.
off. Yeah, they could make a team. I remember AB saying.
It's 4 schools, and they were trying to pull from 4 different schools into like one
Like super
school
stack.
that's under like one kind of name called like Alamo colleges, but there's 4 like different campuses
So luckily,
Yeah.
that they were trying to pull
No,
from.
like what happened was UTSA was very against it. Like they went hard. Like they were like roasting them. And then I remember AB comes in. He's like 60,000 people, and you can't find 5 Smash players.
No! AB fat.
AB like roasted that. I was like, man, this guy just looked up their student base, and it was cool because like I remember the UIW people are I don't think you guys were able to. I think it was Northwest Vista had 5 players that they could have potentially used, so they were forced to use those 5. And
Yeah.
then I think it was like one of the other schools was they were forced. I think the school with Gideon, he was forced to make his own team, but I don't think he ended up
He did.
doing it. Yeah.
Honestly,
Megafox was the only one that made a team.
that was a saving grace. Like that would have been
Okay,
a problem.
imagine that school, but like with slightly better players.
Listen, if it was Giddy
It was,
and Megafox,
it was
on the same team,
Megafox, Flan, Giddy.
Yeah.
On the
oh
same
my
team.
god.
that would have been busted. I played Fawn before. I played Giddy before. Like not. I no.
Yeah.
No. That.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
No.
After AB like took out Megafox, we had a Walter stock left, right?
Yeah,
We still had all of Walter.
Yeah, but still, we had all of Walter, but still, we would have had to like deal with stronger. Like I don't think Fawad could have popped off that
No.
hard against other people.
Like if it was Giddy and Fawn, we probably wouldn't have won. Honestly, just being completely honest, because Fawn wasn't taking Giddy, Fawn, and the Megafox stock. That's a lot.
That would have been
A lot.
rough.
And Fawn with Pichu too.
We had
but
to play-
actually good. I was like,
We had to play 3 people essentially on
On
Megafox.
Megafox?
Just like make sure that we had like a buffer zone.
Yeah.
Which that was crazy.
I
But
literally took Megafox to Battlefield so I could get
One.
a single
One.
stock. That was my entire goal.
yeah,
That was-
and it worked.
That was like our 3rd match of the
We had to make him bleed, you know?
It's like,
It kept
You like
going.
all that for a jump of blood?
Okay, let's go like
let's go back
play by play like
to matches.
like school by school
Okay.
in
The
UIW.
first match was Baylor.
Yeah, our first match, yeah, was
And
against
then
Baylor.
Walter.
No, so first what happens is they have this like 20-minute commencement speech where they're talking about like, all right guys, this is the history of Smash, and they're like recording or whatever. And they finally they tell us, all right guys, you're playing against UTB team, you're playing against Texas State A team,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, no.
we were like, all right guys, good luck, and we're starting to like formulate a plan, and then they call up UTA team and they're like, all right guys, go play in the back of the corner. We're like, all right. They're like, all right, Baylor, you guys got this. And then Baylor kept asking us for like friendlies, like not friendlies, but like
Warm-ups.
yeah, like they wanted to do warm ups within themselves before we started playing. And like Walter was like, all right, take all the time.
I was like, for a while, I was like, okay, cool. And then like after the second match, I was like, yeah, we
Yeah,
got
and they had that little kid with them, and then he was like, "Can I play?" And then they're like, "No, you gotta wait." And I was like, they started doing friendlies with like a kid. We're like, "Okay, bro, we gotta get
Yeah,
started."
we get this started because our team was playing. We were like,
We were focused on that game too.
yeah.
that was pretty important.
So Baylor happened.
Okay, well, we sent out Walter because that was the original.
That was like our plan. Like I felt like the difference between one of the problems. What my thinking was the problem for CSO was putting me as an anchor was like it pressured me. I'm already a defensive player,
Yeah.
so like then I was like hyper defensive, and it was like it just got
Walter can't just pop off like he normally does.
it got really oof because well a lot of different reasons. Like mentality is a big part of it, but moving as a starter, it's like there's not really a good counter pick. Like you can counter pick Mega Man, but like not so hard that you're like, oh wow, this character automatically wins this matchup.
Yeah.
So starting me was like the main difference.
And then you're in a position to like take stocks. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then like defense stocks, which is
Which honestly, that was great. Like we put in Walter.
Against
Walter
Baylor.
dropped 2 stocks against Baylor, and
true.
they're just
Baylor's
like
entire team.
their entire team. That was crazy. Like after the first guy, it was a wash, and we're like, okay, it's fine. Walter can probably take like 2 or 3 people down.
Yeah.
And then I remember one of their players, like his name sounded sort of familiar, so I was like, okay, maybe this guy's their best player or something. Walter like destroys that guy, and I was like, okay, hold up. And Walter just keeps it going, like mowing through the guy. We're like, is Walter actually gonna 15 stock this?
No, okay. And then, like on my like 11th or 12th stock, AP comes by and he whips to my left side and he whispers in my ear. He says, "Do it for the legacy." And I was like, he's right. Well, I'm gonna get a chance to 15 stocks on the team, right? So I was like,
Yeah.
all right, kind of timed up my play.
Yeah.
So I just kept on going. I think there was like what? There was a Ganondorf, then
Kirby.
Kirby. Oh, Kirby was third.
Kirby was third. They had a puff,
Puff. I was like, what?
They had a
Pichu and a Peach, I think.
something like that.
Maybe a Peach. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
But
forget.
I was like,
Walter
It
was
was all 15 and you had 1 stock left.
Well, yeah. Honestly, Walter could have made it through without losing a single stock. Not gonna lie. Like he probably could have played it a little bit better, especially that one Ganondorf spike.
Yeah.
That was such a like linear recovery.
yeah,
and
that was the worst recovery ever in 2019.
honestly, I think you like turned your brain off for that.
No, like honestly, at that point, I was like, I definitely,
Right.
because he was doing it with somebody, and then like I think he already buffered it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm like, no, stop. He tried to use the rhythm, but
It unfortunately did not work there, but it's
But,
okay.
yeah, so
he
he-
should have done the. Come up frame 3 though, so they can call you out on
It
it.
hit with crazy. But no, so we did Baylor.
Next, A&M.
Okay,
That was actually our
A&M
toughest one.
was like the toughest
Yes,
match.
by far.
We had 2
Yeah.
stocks left out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really spooky.
Yeah, so we start AB this time because we see their team. Like we had some like scouting done on them, which unfortunately like one
We
of
had,
the
like,
characters
so
was
much
off.
research.
But like yeah, I like researched the crap out of that team. Like I was going off. I tried to get everything that I could because I knew that B team was playing them, and it was fairly easy to find information on those guys. But yeah. I had the wrong read on one of their players because they had a Ridley and we did not expect
Yeah.
that. That's why we started AB. He was like, I think I'm confident that I could beat any of these people. We're like, all right.
It's like you basically had a plan. It's like, oh, what are they gonna do against Tatsu?
No, and then
Spam Tatsu.
we throw in AB, but they start the Ridley,
Yeah.
which we did not,
Which actually was a good.
because that was kind of grimy. What happened was we gave them our list and they didn't have their starter marked,
Oh yeah.
and that was really unfortunate because I'm pretty sure that the guy who saw the list had like looked at it. He's like, I didn't even look at it. I was like, okay, but that doesn't help us. Like, I mean, they could have put in that guy for that reason. Like, because honestly, it was looking pretty bad when he got hit by like one hit of the fire breath,
Yeah.
and he just got gimped
Basically
basically.
just died.
Yeah, he just died right there, and we're like, oh no. AB was able to bring it back and take down the Ridley, but that was narrowly, and he wasn't able to take any stocks after that,
But we did get a counter advantage with
Yeah.
which is good.
which was
So
nice.
if you put,
Mario.
Yeah, but he was on the bounce,
who's
right?
their second guy?
It was
The Wii Fit.
Oh,
Like, once
yeah,
a
the
week.
Wii Fit.
Oh yeah, so they put in Wii Fit. AV really couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Honestly. He was like, if he plays Campy, he's at ledge. I guess that's good, but other than that, not
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
So then Wii Fit, we put in Talon.
Yeah, like
Talon,
he managed to clutch
tell
it
us what
out.
happened.
Counter pick
To
to
Battlefield.
Battlefield. No bans, man. No bans came in clutch.
So Mario on Battlefield, high tier.
Not top tier?
No.
Oh my god.
You want to do S tier though. on
But
Battlefield.
so I take the Wii Fit to try Plats. I think I finished with one stock.
Yeah,
left.
one stock left.
Yeah. And then
They sent in the
the
shoulder.
Shulk came in.
And they're taking it Battlefield.
No, the Shulk
The
took
Town
me to
City.
Town City, which
Mm.
not the worst.
I thought you said this is the stage that we banned for Mario.
The stages you ban in order are FD, Kalos,
Kalos.
and that town. So
Mm.
it could have been worse.
Yeah.
But-
Okay, that's not too bad.
So I cheesed one stock from him because he goes into Smash to try to finish me early.
But you grabbed him at back throw and he killed him at
Yeah,
his
I
percent was
killed
at
him at
90.
98.
Couldn't he have changed his?
He probably
No,
did.
he couldn't have.
Oh, he couldn't have?
He's only trying. Not trying to throw like that.
And then I take one more stock.
Yeah, so that was really clutch. He was
That
like,
was
he was
really
like
good.
fishing for hits and he just got killed.
Yeah,
with
and then
that
that's
smash.
when, because we were talking with Studs, and he was like, Shulk's like maybe the only person that I really want to go in against. And we're like, alright, Studs,
Yeah, one stock.
here you go. Just take this guy out. And he's like, alright. And I don't think he lost a stock there, did he? I don't
No.
remember.
No.
Yeah,
No.
and then he takes down the Shulk, and then they send in their best player, Spark.
Yep.
This was the guy that we were worried about, because he's
I think
just a well-known, like solid, like player.
Studs stuck two from that.
And
Oh,
yeah, and Studs had the best performance of his life.
Yeah.
Right?
That was
He was going off.
He was doing really well, and he was like super nervous about Spark before, like the
Then
day.
he was like, "Don't send me in against a Roy,
Yeah.
just like any
So,
boy. It's
yeah.
so bad." And then
be
he
fair,
goes and
he did it.
and then he forgets.
Oh.
He forgets
He
that
forgets
he
he
was
was
nervous
nervous.
about it until after the match.
So I was like, wait, that was smart.
Yeah, he was like, "That was
Wait,
sweet."
I was supposed to be so nervous about that. I was
Yeah.
like,
And keep in mind, every hit that we get, AB is just popping off. He's like, nice, and then he's
look
like,
at this red.
He told me to like look at the A&M crew. I was like, see how they're reacting. And so I look over. He was just like wincing every time.
Dude, I heard people that were doing like friendlies and like other games, and they're like, just shut up, like to AB. Every time that he would say something, it was just so funny. Like I was like, AB, why is this working? And then it was
We were
just
just heckling
But like,
each
honestly,
other.
because they were spending more time counter heckling instead of counter strategizing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh,
And we had the rest of our team
Like
like
actually thinking.
It's like so like
we had the swing brain.
Yo,
So then Studs.
he had
Who
he took
cleaned
up
up
two
Spark?
stocks.
So
Clean.
yeah, for
Yeah,
Mark-
no. So when we sent in Favad, that was the matchup that he was practicing for
He didn't have
for
one
like
stock to
an
finish it.
entire like week leading up to it. Because I was like, Favad, now that we're playing A&M, I think I'm gonna have to put you in against Spark because like the rest of the people don't really want to. They don't really want to go in against him. And he was like, all right, I'll watch some videos on this guy and look at his play style. And on the right there,
Yeah,
he was like,
you guys
he was
were talking.
Yeah, he was watching what the Roy was doing, and he was just like, yeah. So he played against this other Robin, and the Robin was doing this, and the Robin lost. So I'm just not gonna do those things. And then he was like, I remember playing him in friendlies, and he would run in and he would like dash back. I just knew that I didn't have to worry about like trying to throw out a move because he just runs away and gives
Yeah.
me space. It's like, all right, Favad, you look like you're really prepared for this. So he goes in, he bodies
He
Spark.
immediately kills him.
He,
with
he,
like
beats,
a,
he beats Spark, which is really good. But they sent in their last player, the Link.
Yeah.
And
The
the
Link,
Link
ooh.
does,
Popped up,
yeah,
actually
he,
popped up.
yeah, he like destroyed Favad. But I think Favad
Favad took one stock.
underperformed.
He took one stock.
He took one stock, but he underperformed there.
No, I mean yeah.
Because I think that all the heckling from both sides were getting to
It
him.
actually was.
Yeah,
Really,
it-
really
I-
At
I
this
asked
point, like both
They
teams
they
were
started
going off
they
each
started
other.
saying stuff
Yeah,
back,
Favad
but they were like literally roasting the players.
Yeah.
Like we were just saying stuff like to compliment our like
Yeah.
our victories,
Nice.
but like yeah, that kind of stuff. But I think they're like they're taking a little bit. They're getting personal.
Yeah,
They're like
yeah.
talking trash up about.
And then it's like after the Link beat the Favad,
Yeah, I was like,
Wall had to jump in.
yeah, we had
finish
to put in
everything off.
walls. And at the beginning, I think it wasn't
It
looking
was-
too great.
The first, it
for
was
walls.
like it was really scary because I didn't like anything to play out. But then Walt, just, like after he took the first stop, he just like go around everyone. Crazy.
I remember.
And it's like,
I remember.
touch him.
He threw out Leaf Shield and it missed because the guy jumped over it or something, and then Walter released it. And they're like, Whiff Shield, and then everyone just started.
Well, we started memeing about push
Walter
shield.
hits 4 leaf shields.
It's like
in a row.
consecutively, yeah.
The match after.
No,
That's
it's
the same match.
it's the same, yeah, same
Yeah,
match.
like right after I missed it, I was like, okay, and then like I got leaf shield, and then leaf shield,
Yeah.
and then leaf shield,
Yeah,
and then
I think
leaf shield.
I think he got hit and then he would like air dodge down or something.
Yeah.
And you just jump and you throw out another one. And then he's like, all right, this is pretty
And our whole
good.
team is in the back going.
Winter shield.
So and then Walt's clutches out against A&M.
No, because like
What was the finishing
Yeah.
movement?
honestly,
I'm totally
Probably
right.
back here.
Oh,
It is a
actually,
bit.
yeah,
Yeah,
no.
okay.
Yeah, imagine Walter killing with something other than
There.
So then we go play Northwest.
Okay, yeah, this one was. I remember
We had no idea.
they called us up and they were like, all right, you guys are gonna go play in the back corner, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, I can't.
was that the one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, okay. They're like, you guys are gonna go play in the back corner, and then I was like, wait, can we be on stream? And they're like,
can't have everyone-
they're like, we can't have everyone on stream. We're gonna do Houston and it was like A&M in a losers game.
UTS.
Yeah, a losers bracket game, and we were like,
But
what?
winners though.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care if it's a loser's game, or I don't care if you think it's hype, because they were like, that was their B team that just played. Imagine their A team, how good they are. I was
Look
like,
at us.
They're losers.
yeah, I was like, we just beat A&M. Why wasn't that game on stream?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know
I
what
think
they
that was the
were.
closest. No, it was.
That was our closest.
That was
Yeah.
our closest game.
Yeah.
That was the only one the entire day
We got back to our last
where
Yeah.
anyone played all
All
their,
five.
well,
All
no,
five.
actually, there was like one other one, but yeah,
Yeah, we never played all of
Oh, is that
our
what
except for
this-
that.
oh, yeah.
except for that one game. Yeah,
Only A&M.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess something to note, I don't want it to be lost in the annals of history. We were incredibly sleep deprived. Well, at least I was. I got like an hour and 15 minutes.
That was fine.
Walt's
That was-
literally sleeping on the competition.
That was the dumbest night. I don't know if it was nerves or yerba or what, but I could not sleep for the life of me. I was just like sitting there. I would look up every once in a while and see Han awake.
Yeah.
I was like, yikes, we're still both awake. And I'd be like, okay, now I look up like an hour later. I'm like, yikes, we're still awake. I look at the time, I'm like, every time it's like an hour closer to I'm like, can I even sleep now? It's too late to sleep. And I'm like, wait, if I need to sleep. And then like, at like 5:30, I look up again. I'm like, oh, no.
Sorry, I was watching a movie.
I know.
Why? You picked like the worst day to do that.
I eventually I go to sleep and then I wake up at like 7:20, 7:10. I'm like, Han, wake up! And then, I know, yeah. And then Han goes to the house. I was like, all right. I was like, go wake up people and get ready. But yeah, we youth from there drove to freaking UIW,
Yeah.
great school. Eventually we went through everyone we mentioned. We got to U of H. Actually, wait, Northwest.
Yeah, let's
Northwest
finish.
Vista.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about Northwest.
Well,
Yeah. Okay, so Northwest Vista
Cycle data.
was like, yeah, we didn't have too much data other than the fact that they had
Megafox.
I was just like absolutely like bodying competition.
Yeah.
Like we saw on the screen,
Oh, yeah.
like over
Like,
there.
what I
Like,
was trying to
he
say-
like 3-stock someone immediately.
Yeah, no, what I was trying to say was, before it cut off, but like, yeah, it was me trying to argue with the people to put us on stream, because I really wanted some data, like some of our games to actually, like, yeah, so we could
Yeah,
analyze
it's
it.
like fear
So
us.
I was low-key worried that we might lose and go into lose and never get a game on
Then
stream.
they'll argue, oh, you're the losers, right? Put you on.
Exactly, and that was arguably our like I thought it was going to be one of our toughest matches, especially against Megafox.
Yeah.
So it was just like, yeah, put us on stream, and they had to go tell the other people that, oh, these guys haven't been on stream yet, so let's put them on. And so we end up being on stream, and we're like, all right, guys, you can do this. So who'd we send in
We
first?
sent
Was it
studs first.
No,
But-
wait.
No, we
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
But, no, but this time we had a list exchange, and they didn't.
Oh, we
put
had to
a
do
start
it
on
again?
They put a start on it because they thought we went start a stage instead
Did
of
we
start a
actually
player.
start stuff?
Yeah, we
Yes.
started studs.
Yes.
So what happened was we were trying to keep our best players against Megafox, right? We had 3 players.
That's what that was.
We had 3 players on Megafox.
Yeah.
We're like, we only know that there's a Pichu on the team. That's all I know about the team.
Yeah.
And then
And Fox,
then
obviously.
eventually we got the list and we're like, who is comfortable with anything here, right? Who's comfortable starting? And Favad and Studs both say no. And I was like, okay, well I guess
What?
we're starting Studs.
Wait, but it was against Shulk though.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
thing is,
No, we didn't know yet.
Yeah.
and like I'm pretty sure they counterpicked the show. They counterpicked
Yeah, honestly,
round one.
every school was like doing it wrong, except for
Doing it wrong.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah, but we don't actually know. I think they literally asked us, like, can we see your members before we
Decide our
decide our starter? I was like, no.
I was like, no, you can't. No.
That does not make any
Please
sense.
choose your starter.
Yeah, because like we literally had their almost had their list because of all the research that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like all that just goes out the door if we give you
Well, yeah, I'm gonna play Mega Man. I'm probably gonna go
I
first.
mean, the research
Like,
that
like,
you
like-
like saw on stream. Yeah.
Like, what is that? But yeah, so we pretty much got counterpicked in that first game.
But Studs like didn't make it seem like that.
Yeah.
He did a really good
He
job.
did really
They went
good.
Shulk first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Shulk was
Studs took.
Shulk kind
He
of
beat Shulk and took one stock from the Bowser and shit
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, that Bowser wasn't that good, and I wanted to tell him a couple of the things like against Bowser, but I guess it kind of got because we weren't sure who they were sending in.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to tell him things, but it wouldn't have changed too much. But just knowing about the fact that he had shell armor on his up smash
Yeah.
could have just helped
Shell
out.
Hunter.
And then for VOD.
Yeah. For what popped up?
He took like
But Vod
I
went
forgot.
off.
Was it up this
He
number?
like, cause like he
Vod took 8 stocks.
So
Yeah.
the North Vista team was like not
Four
It was-
like alright players,
Yeah,
and then
Mega
Mega
Fox.
Fox. So it was like
it was pretty much like a Mega Fox was like, hey,
Hard carry.
I can take pretty much like basically 10 stocks for myself.
what he did
Pretty
before
easily.
that. That's what he did to
Yeah.
like, the school right before that. Yeah,
So he's like, I think you guys said like 5, and they took
he took down 4 players by himself. Like before
Mega
that.
Fox.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was against a good school too. It was against the B team of Houston, I think.
I think Mega Fox needed them to take like 5 stocks,
Mhm.
and then he probably would have had a better chance. But they took 4, and then favorite had like 2.
No, they took.
5.
No, he had
No, Favorite had
he had one against a Pichu.
Yeah.
He said that he was really worried about the Pichu matchup in general, but then he was like, but that one, I don't want to be rude, but you
Oh, I never
know, I was
wanted
like,
to be So for VOD pops off, puts in a great
no,
position.
I remember that one specific play where he uses like up air or something, drops the sword, catches it, throws
Oh,
it
yeah.
down, lands, and then uses the Nosferatu.
Nosferatu, we
And
popped that
oh,
sword.
that's so hard.
No, it wasn't even important.
Like, I remember Walter started shaking. He was like, "That's so big brain. No, you don't see it.
There
You
was
don't
also
see this."
who's the last person?
Falco.
Yeah, the Phantasm.
Oh,
Dude, the Falco.
So the Falco.
He almost popped off with that,
Yeah,
but
so
then
the-
like he missed, and was like,
Yeah,
oh, you missed.
I remember. I think it was like, was it a forward throw or something that he threw him off?
Up throw down there, it's like whatever.
Yeah, and then it
Tried
like
to finish
sent
on
him
the
forward,
side
and then he
beat,
tried
so
going
stupid.
off with the side beat to spike Favon.
and they were
He
and
missed.
some people popped up like, oh, side beat, and like I was like,
No,
I think Favon jumped and then just back aired him. And just,
no, I think he was like he popped up a little higher than he expected.
Yeah.
So he side beat like right past Favon,
Right
and I was
under
like, hello?
teleports behind him.
Nothing
But Favon was the one that said nothing.
He's like, that was such a quick reaction too.
Yeah, I mean, come on, that was
I
wild.
was like,
That was so good.
It was
I
important.
can't believe that man actually like realized that. like had like the
reaction.
mental just like
He was in
just
there.
notice that. Takes that
It was a
stock
good
out.
day for him.
We're like, let's go.
And then Mega Fox.
And the Mega Fox.
Yep. And then did Fawad play against
He
me?
did.
yeah,
He played one time.
quickly
It was not. I remember. I think it was like he was like down air on him, and then like did the run up and like up smash. Or something.
Yeah.
He smashed him when Favaz was regrabbing.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
So then I go in against Mega Fox. Literally, my goal
Take
was
one.
one stop.
Yeah. If you take more than one, that's awesome. But like
One stop.
It's
So
like-
I-
Because we need to like at least like
each
start
one of
something.
y'all, yeah, I think AB was like, okay, so Tal take one stock, I take one stock, and then Walter takes one stock, and it's all good.
Boom.
I remember when Talon was like down 2 stocks, and I hear someone in the crowd was like 3 stock. I was like, shut up.
back to it.
Yeah.
No, and then you got one stock. I said 2 stock.
Oh yeah, you just
Are we gonna change it? Are we gonna change the check?
That'd be cool.
I'll hop in.
But like under normal conditions, I would not have taken the Fox to Battlefield. But since I needed one stock, I was like, I'm gonna use these combos to get as much damage as I can,
Mhm.
because it would have been really hard to out neutral Mega Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just needed to win that. I knew I was gonna take a lot of damage because he was gonna do the
You have to
up
win
air.
your
I don't even remember how he died most of the time.
It was up there.
Yeah,
It was
up airs
up
were crazy, dude.
He was against
And
something.
then up smashes were
I was like,
yeah.
honestly, I was kind of like, I was watching, I was like, why is so many up there? There's so much damage. What is it?
I took one stock, and then AB
Maybe
comes in, clutches, reads one of Mega Fox's
And it
jumps
was this
from ledge.
jump from ledge, yeah, and he just throws that Shoryu.
Catches
And even if I think if Megafox did anything else, sure, AB would have like wrapped ledge, and he would have been all right there. So it was a smart play. Like, so he went for that. Sorry, and then his second stock, AB runs off to try and like suicide and end the stock and take him with him. But
Megafox.
unfortunately, yeah, Megafox was able to live there, and it was like,
Yeah.
all right, it's fine. And then AV,
Didn't he get
the
to eat?
third stock.
So, yeah, that's the second
The
stock.
third stock. Who wants to say it?
Actually, I don't know.
The
I
first
just
stock was the
remember
jump
the end
from
of
Light
it.
Shuri.
First off, jump from the
No, the
Yeah.
third one was.
No.
No.
That's how it ended.
That's not how it ended.
That's how it ended.
No, it was just a raw jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it
I thought
didn't
it
kill
was
him.
I thought Megafox was on ledge.
So-
He
so-
jumped from ledge,
so-
and maybe read the
No,
jump.
He did
hit
hit
him, right? He hits him, taunts, then Megafox lands and then jumps,
Oh,
and then he does a short.
yeah, he did.
Yeah, and that's insult.
Yeah!
It didn't kill him, and then like.
I think that's it.
Oh, yeah, so it was focus. It was
No,
focus.
no, that was
No, that was a
He
Megafox.
counted against the Greninja, not Megafox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
That was it.
Yeah, I'm saying against Megafox, he got the jump read from
That
ledge.
wasn't the last stock. That was the first stock that AB took off of it.
I think
So
it was both stocks.
it was Megafox's second stock. No, he killed him with like a.
Sure.
It was one of those like Ken combos.
Oh,
Yeah, he was doing something and then he ended it. He got like a read or something and he like down tilt short or something. But it was just a standard like him playing.
Wait, I thought it was
I
Roundhouse.
think he might.
Was it Roundhouse? Like,
I'm pretty sure it was Roundhouse.
Okay, then yeah.
We can watch the video.
We can't.
We can't.
Don't do
Imagine
that.
doing VOD.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like he killed him first with the roundhouse.
No. He killed him with Roundhouse for the second stock. I know that the catch was on his first stock.
And then he spared my heart because I was scared to fight Megafox.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone wanted.
I didn't want to be Anchor, and then I ended up being Anchor again. I'm like, oh no.
But it's like putting you in versus AB in that one situation.
Yeah, no,
It's so
I
pretty-
understand the choice, but I was like, oh, why not? I realized it, and AB was like fighting for his life. I was like, please don't lose here. I don't have flashbacks again.
That would have actually sucked because our losers run would have been garbage.
Yeah.
Like, we would have had to play like 5 games.
No thanks.
It was like no.
And then we popped off hard because that match is the one that secured us for top 3.
So U of H was kind of well, it felt like it.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like an easy clap.
Well,
it shouldn't
no,
have
I mean,
been.
no. I think what happened there was just they didn't expect to have us to have so much experience with Greninja the first time around, and it was just everyone on our team
you-
plays against Ian so much.
Yeah.
It's just like anyone that isn't at that level with their Greninja. Like, granted, these guys may be very good,
Yeah.
but like,
But we were like, this ain't it.
yeah, this ain't it.
I noticed during my first match in that crew battle, like he was not doing the confirms that I was used to getting hit by.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I should be like at 40 now, but I'm just at 20 or 11. This is really nice, you know. Why can't Ian play like this? So like,
Okay, Ian be bad.
so yeah, so like
Basically.
so I was like getting hit by stuff. I was like, oh, this, but I was like just like out neutraling and it's like just leaf shielding, do everything I wanted to do,
Yeah.
and like he would hit me, but he wouldn't like confirm until like he would like try to fair or like do stuff that's not true. I'm like,
Okay.
Alright.
so I just kept killing him,
Yeah.
and he wasn't
I
hitting me
remember that
hard.
one SD too. And we're
Yeah,
like,
I was like,
I just popped off
I was like,
stage.
gift from God. Let's
like,
keep it
alright.
going.
That
Let's
was
keep
great.
it going.
They
And
yeah. So you took that guy out. Then you took out who was their second?
Two
Was
of them.
it the
Inkling.
Inkling?
Inkling,
second. Their Inkling was like all right, but it was just. I think that's when
Yeah,
we started doing the
like-
melee chant.
yeah, the melee chant.
We did the melee chant because you just destroyed him, and we had all the Albert experience.
Yeah.
You're like, melee.
It's like Slumdog Millionaire. Like we have all the like the magic,
Oh.
like all the.
all the other A team members that couldn't be with us there
Yeah.
that day.
They were there in spirit.
No.
Like he's gonna do this.
Like I should have been in a void, like 'cause then that would have like solidified all my like my snake experience. But he
You almost did.
he was.
I mean,
moving.
you almost did.
He was cooking.
And then I took
And then
away,
Talon showed up and like,
took away the battlefield. I was like, let's just do this combo real quick. Up air,
That
back
was
air,
so
he's off
great.
stage. Forward smash.
that was actually like unbelievable.
Raw
I
neutral
was
did
so
it.
shook, man.
Yeah,
I was shook in the crowd.
Imagine just Talon taking you to battlefield.
This guy is saying,
No, and then they had a Lucina right after that, right? And
It took me to battlefield.
Well, no, they took you to Yoshi's story.
Yoshi's
That was
I
illegal.
That was
love
illegal.
Yeah, it was illegal. Time out.
No.
No. Hold, no.
Not like this.
No.
There it is.
Yeah.
And we're like,
I was
look at the
a little
rules,
tired.
guys. Battlefield, sorry.
Yeah, and I think U of H was like, why'd they stop or something like that? And then they're like, it's your rules. Like, we're following them.
We are following your rules to the T.
Yeah.
And then Talon took 2 stocks off of the Lucina, I think.
yeah.
Yeah, I took 2 stocks out where I should have teched, but
Hey,
Don't take those.
You did it, and then Who did we send in
AB
stuff?
finished
Oh yeah,
it.
AB.
AB.
I think I was a little bit worried there because I was like, we don't want to give up too much. And Studs told me, he was like, I don't want them to find out that I'm the weakest link on this team. I was like, all right, I guess that makes sense. And so we sent in AB, and I was like, AB, maybe you don't want to give up everything. And he was like, yeah, I'll just keep it very basic, and like I won't give up too much. I won't use too much Tatsu. And I'll be like, so you're gonna hit him with the down tilts? And he's like, yeah. I saw him use more Hadokens in that game that he's used in like every UT tournament combined, bro. Like literally, he was just down tilt, Hadoken, and I was like, all right. And then he just throws out like 5 more Hadoken. And I was like, all right.
It was working.
It was so good there.
Just damage.
Because like, what's Lucina gonna do? How else are they gonna approach? They gotta jump.
They're gonna die.
And then you cover their jump.
And then you freaking parry down tilt.
Oh my god.
So the AB cleans up Houston.
Yeah.
The first time.
And then we're like.
And then the second time,
yeah,
same.
The second
we
time,
actually got, like, kinda
what
scared,
happened
like, for
was
losers finals. It was like we want U of H to play us again. It's like no, not Arlington, please.
But we discovered that they had an Incineroar, and we were like, all right, I'm getting flashbacks to Kaze. And I was like, if Talon plays against this guy, oh no.
Wait, did he end up?
No.
Studs plays.
Studs finished off his
Well,
last.
it was Suds and
AB.
Yeah,
Yeah.
took his first two.
So I ended up playing a Void first that round, and he ended up clutching it out.
That was
Run up sticky.
It was the boldest thing I've ever seen anyone do. He came up to me, he patted me on the shoulder, and he said, he patted me across the stage and blew me the hell up. I was like, what just happened? I couldn't even process it. I was like, wait.
yeah.
I thought he grabbed me.
He
did grab me.
I thought he grabbed me before he grabbed me, and then it was just planting the C4. I was like, what the heck is happening?
Literally the only time like 18 went negative that whole tournament.
Yeah.
No,
no,
me too.
no.
Me too.
I think
Because I went negative against Megafox.
Yeah.
that's right.
That was
No, I
playing
mean,
negative, but it was
But
still
still,
negative.
no, that was unfortunate. But like, we lost Walter there, and then we
And they
said,
found
we said Talon, and then we all were just like, is this Smash 4? Because Talon's just up there, and they're like, oh,
It's
Talon.
like he escaped from one time, then he got back in. It's like no, you're dying.
Yeah.
He dodged all of the grenades, and he grabbed it, he threw it up at
I
him.
think Talon went to like Ultra Instinct because he legit he grabbed the grenade, right? I was like, oh, it's gonna interrupt his combo. He's like, he throws it up instantly, does an up tilt, then an up. I'm like, wait,
What?
I'm like, I was surprised the grenade didn't just come back and blow up, and Talon's like bears
He like
afterwards.
smashed through it.
He was doing
Honestly, before that, I was a little worried because I was like, Talon doesn't respect C4 enough because of the first time that they played. He got blown up like once or twice, and I was like, okay, Talon, you got to be more careful. But then we're like, okay, I guess that's the only play that we have here. So we send in Talon anyways. Talon pops off, destroys that man.
Yeah.
And who'd they send in next? Like,
They sent
Inkling.
The Inkling.
The
Inkling? Yeah, the Inkling.
Yeah, the Inkling.
Finished that off.
That was alright.
Yeah, I mean that was regular
Talon
Inkling
had one
stuff.
stock left.
Wait, did you beat him?
Yeah, I beat him with one
One
stock.
stock.
And then they sent the Greninja and they killed Dolph Talon.
Yeah.
That killed you. And then that was when we sent in AB?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then he just like
Dude,
"Ugh."
AV came in and just
That was quick.
started like absolutely taunting before every
I think at that point in the night, we were all like kind of
Tired.
like,
We're
just tired,
we were
yeah.
like either we had a fever
We're all
pitch,
popping off,
a
though.
fever pitch of hype. So like everything that happened, if someone touched a freaking push A, we're like, whoa!
any Ken combo like breaded butter like down tilt touching, we're like, oh my god, AB insane!
He focused, yo!
No, but he actually landing those focuses on like forward smashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in this game. Like he always made sure it was level 2 focus because if it was level 1,
Yeah.
we were broken through, and AB just either dies there or just like we're in a bad spot. 'Cause
Yeah.
now he has to get back to stage from getting hit from like a move. It's just like, AB, please.
So it's like, so AB took the Greninja, then he took
No, I think the next one was their Incineroar, right?
Incineroar. He
Yeah.
beat Incineroar,
He took off two.
and then
No, Incineroar was their last player. Was
Yeah,
that
he was-
everyone?
Wait, hold on, wait.
It was Avoid.
Pichu.
No, it was.
Their
Oh, yeah.
Greninja swapped out to Pichu.
Oh yeah. And the Pichu.
Well,
took-
the second.
Second Greninja went to
became the
Pichu.
Pichu.
Yeah.
And then
Oh yeah,
Wait,
I
AB
remember
like-
there. Like AB was like,
Then
he
Passion. It was
Pichu, then Greninja,
Pichu then Greninja.
and then Incineroar.
and then
Incineroar last.
Pokemon.
So AB beat the Pichu too.
Wait,
All the
wait,
po- yeah, he beat the Pichu, he beat the
The Greninja.
Greninja, and he took 2 stocks of Incineroar.
Well, yeah, no. When he went to the Incineroar, immediately he runs up to the Incineroar, lands right in front of it. We're like, whoa, hold up, drop your stock, and he just taunts.
Yeah!
I did. It's great.
I was like, what the?
And then he just like jumps over him, and then SDs, and we're like, AB.
I was like, I did not think he knew.
And the 4 mic tag too.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
The power up. Let's go, Magic Mike.
And the Suds came in.
And Suds came in that last out because like the week.
Yeah, Suds-
He
Suds-
showed
Suds-
all his moves.
Yeah, said yeah, he just wanted to show off, and he was just like egg roll.
He was
and,
moving.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, Suds. And when Suds
So just
like,
had a good day.
when Suds
you
is
know?
confident and like and kind of like comfortable, like he
Dude, I
plays
don't know
so much
what
better.
happened on the car ride over, but like he got some confidence from somewhere. I'm not gonna say where, but he got it, dude.
And I'm so glad he did because he was playing out of his mind that last time. I mean,
Mexican food.
yeah. And I mean,
Let's go, Studer.
we still had like
I think I need to give him
reserves.
some confidence.
We still had reserves, but like we didn't want to like necessarily use all the like we didn't want to make it close.
Make it close.
But still, he was playing really well. If there were more stocks to take, he definitely could have taken them. So that was like
That was
a
great.
real nice.
I don't
way
think
to
he
end.
lost his stock.
No, he
though.
no, he didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, 39%.
Did he
39%.
kill with Eggbone?
Down B.
Like down
Um,
B? Yeah.
what I-
Yeah,
What
he
he
did.
Huh?
He had 2 down beats in that game,
That was great.
and that was the end of our UIW saga. You know, it was
And
The
then
saga.
hopefully let's let the end because
yeah,
E3, we need to get in contact with them, but that'll be hype.
and
And then we're here today. We've got All Star tomorrow.
That's gonna be our last tournament for the semester.
Mhm.
Last tournament with Talon and Swig
And 80.
and AB.
I can't believe Walter's.
Yeah,
can't
dude,
believe
imagine
Walter's
Walter's
graduating.
graduating. I'm really gonna miss you, Walter.
it's Freaky Friday.
But that's how we got here.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a
Is there
CGC
audio running?
from start
The audio?
to,
To finish.
to
Well,
Yeah.
it's not
to
the
spring
finish.
2019. No,
Yeah,
this,
to present.
over.
this is only the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if this keeps going
is our
and this
phase
becomes
3.
like an established club, we come back in 10 years or something and like smash 10s out or whatever.
Smash that.
Smash the 10.
And we're still not part of
And Walter still hasn't graduated.
Dang.
He's like, you just this year.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, Walter.
Dang. We love you, Walter.
You'll
Well,
graduate.
Walter graduates to like ACC or something. He just runs gesture.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yo.
I don't know about that. But if I do anything like that, I will definitely keep playing Smash. They'll be like, yo, this is like the CC who's like whipping everybody. He plays Mega Man. I don't know what's wrong.
He's
with him.
running tournaments.
It's
He's
weird.
like he reserves the entire first floor of Buster. It's like we have tournaments in JCL. Yo, actually,
J2 tournament?
Yo.
dude, J2.
Nah, it's not
Just have like a
You have to
buffet
pay to
going.
get
on.
it.
But
Yeah, you pay the entry fee.
and
Yeah.
that's
That's the story. Yeah.
that's the history of
Yeah. Of,
CGC up until what is today? It's Saturday,
A week
May
from
4th,
then.
May 4th.
2019.
May the 4th be with you all.
Yeah. This was kind of fitting. It was nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, thanks everybody for tuning in.